Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got 3 days left. 3 days for the current roadmap event going on right now. And a lot of you guys have been saving your shovels. So in today's video, I wanted to go and share with you what the community has decided is the top priority. If you're looking to figure out what you should spend your shovels on, this is going to be the video for you. So again, fam, thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. If you want to see more guides like this down the road, you all know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, hit the notification bell so you guys know when the next video drops. So again, let me go ahead and share my current journey right now. I'm kind of all over the place, but I'm going to go ahead and explain to you why down the road. As you guys know, I am a typical fire build, but I've been playing around with a little bit of Earth. So we kind of gone back and forth with different avenues here. That being said, though, I am a small spender. I'm not a crazy spender here. And even though I'm not like a super mega whale, but I'm not also free to play, I've really gotten the majority of the stuff that I wanted to do. That being said, though, I know a lot of you guys have been saving to the very end. And so again, I wanted to share with what the community has basically cloned as the priority list that you guys should be following it. So I want to give a shout out to community. More importantly, a shout out to Bachelor, who's one of the people out there that made a thread based on the feedback that he's been getting from the community. So this is going to be the list to follow, and I want to go ahead and share it with you right now. So the first thing that I want to go ahead and touch on is going to be the skill out of the collab, which is going to be Possessed Tenor. Now, Possessed Tenor is one of the things that they basically said, without question, you should definitely get this one at A3, but truth be told, you should probably push this to A8, and I'm going to tell you why. Obviously, as you guys can see right now, on the A3 side, it's going to be providing damage. It's going to be a damage healing skill. It's going to be reducing that all element res by 35%, which is obviously important to do even more damage here. But more importantly, that defense reduction that we were talking about in previous videos, the defense reduction combined with stuff like Heart of Winter, combined with stuff like Alicia, so on and so forth, we have the opportunity to reduce the opponent's defense really, really low, which is going to provide even more damage for you. So as you guys can see, though, when you look at A8, it increases the damage received by all elements, which I think is the reason why it pushes this skill above everything else on the priority list. Having the opportunity to increase the damage received is obviously really important, but if you notice here, this is for all elements, not a single element. So this is a universal skill similar to Goddess of War, Goddess Blessing, that you're going to be using all the time there in your lineup here. Okay, so next one up is going to be an ally, and this is going to be Alicia that we're going to be talking about. Again, Alicia doesn't need any introduction. This is one of the units out there that everybody was excited because not only does she provide that defense break that we were looking to get, but she's also going to provide you an opportunity to give you some attack if you happen to take this one to the next level. You happen to take this one to 8. That being said, though, the focus, without question, is to get one copy, and I think this is going to be pretty straightforward, common sense across the board. Why is that? Because again, unlike the previous skill that we talked about, where you need A3 to get that defense down by a certain percentage here, Alicia comes just straight up with a 40% defense reduction, which obviously is going to help out quite a bit when it comes to her damage, but more importantly, her overall team's damage if you are using an ally combination as well. So again, that's going to be a phenomenal unit to get. I personally got it to A3. I'm obviously going to be working it up to A8 because I am, looking to incorporate this in my fire build. And I just wanted to let you guys all know that she is, without question, the truth. And she's definitely somebody that you're going to be looking to invest in, again, if you are part of that fire element here. So next one up that we're going to talk about is going to be the Relic. Everybody knows what we're going to get into. It's going to be the Heart of Winter. Now, this one here got me outrageously excited. Honestly, not for the reason that most people go for, just for the simple fact that it has that final damage. And again, final damage to friendly units means that's going to be not just your ally, but your character as well. So this is going to provide a really good amount of damage to your team, to your party. So this is going to be a crazy combination that you can utilize. And then in addition to that, as you guys can see from the trend of this collaboration, we have yet another way of providing that defense reduction. But again, this one has a little bit of a mechanic kind of built into it, whereas you need to have the units either frozen or shivering in order for you to get this one triggered out. So as you guys might have guessed, you're going to need specific allies that provide that kind of mechanic, or you're going to need specific skills that provide the mechanic. So keep that in mind as you're setting it up. I know one of the things that I'm currently using right now is going to be the Meteor Shower. This is another one that got recommended on our first videos on stream. This came highly recommended by Epic Butter because again, once you get the enchantment, you're going to get that 35% chance for freezing them for 3 seconds. I know it is only a 35% chance, but when you think about all the things that we got into play to reduce that overall damage, it still is quite a DPS improvement if you really look at it over time and see the numbers, see the stats and whatnot here. So yeah, that's going to be a really good one to get. Now, the next thing that we want to get is going to be the typical stuff that we talk about when it comes to free to play, pooling on skills, Alex, or relics. Without question, whenever they offer an opportunity to get a specific pet, even if that's not your main element pet, you always get yourself a copy of every single pet. Okay, as you guys can see, I got one leveled up because I do use an earth bell, but the other ones here, they're sitting here at level 1 for right now. I understand the value that could be had if we were to level it up, but remember, this is a collaboration pet, not a regular pet, so we're not going to get the unique effects. Now, since we are on that topic, let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Sometimes we forget about the fact that the pets here do not add the pets here are maybe unlike the skills or allies where you haven't really, you've been focused on so much on your hardcore ones that you use for your element here. You sometimes forget about the fact that you want to that you should be leveling up all these ones similar to the skills, the allies, and so on and so forth. The unique effects is across the board between skills, allies, and relics. The unique effects are going to be improving over time, and one can make an argument that you might be able to get yourself a little bit more value by starting low on the gray ones here, working your way up here. Again, these ones are going to cost a little bit less for you. Mind you, they're not going to give you as much, but again, you're going to be able to level up quite a bit here, and it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be improving your damage over time. So just kind of keep that in mind if you're one of those people out there that has a ton of resources that have not leveled them up here. It is just the same, similar to, skills and allies or whatnot here. You want to level those up so you can get yourself a little bit of passive stats to kind of help you out here. Now, next one that we want to talk about is going to be the skill on the earth side called Mana Blast. Now, Mana Blast is obviously a skill that needs no introduction. This one's kind of gotten a little bit of a love and hate relationship for me because I'm just at that point right now where I definitely want to invest into it, but I realized, like a lot of people talked about in the end game, this is a skill that hits hard, but you really need to have it at A8. And when we think about the priority of where it's at versus everything else on the list, it's going to be kind of hard for the free-to-play or the casual player because we just don't have enough resources to get this one at A8 unless you have saved yourself up quite a wide variety of summons or crystals here. And that's one of the cool things I do want to mention in this lineup here is that they finally changed it up to where, if you're looking to get yourself a specific skill or whatnot, yeah, you'll use those pickup summons that you do, but you notice now that they've allowed you to use your ether if you have been saving them up as well. So again, keep that in mind. If you're looking to take something A8, my guess is you're going to need a couple of million without question. But I do want to let you all know that it is an option for you. So if you are an earth build or if you're looking to incorporate a little bit of damage in that earth element category, then that's going to be another option for you that you want to take advantage of. Now, next one up is going to be the ally, none other than Lloyd. Lloyd is another unit out there that's going to provide that pool mechanic that you're looking for. But if you are one of the people out there that do have an earth build like me, then you're going to be looking to get this one, and you're going to be looking to get it to A3. Why is that? Because again, similar to that Possessed Tenor, it's another way of reducing that overall resistance. Keep in mind, guys, this is just one of many debuffs that you can incorporate in your lineup to provide yourself some additional damage. So when we think about all the other combinations of Earth Res Reduction that we utilize in our lineup, I believe Charlotte, or is it Chocolab? It might have been Charlotte here. I got a couple of units in my lineup in addition to my pets that are going to reduce this Earth resistance quite a bit here. So very excited to get this one up. And more importantly, very excited to have another unit out there that has a pull mechanic. His pull mechanic's a little bit different. Instead of everybody just pulling around, they pull him in front of him, if I recall correctly. So it makes it a little bit easier to kind of take him out here. So yeah, I definitely a big fan of Lloyd. As you guys can see, I do have some additional copies of him, and I have some select tickets that I can utilize to him to make sure I get him to A3 if I really need him to go ahead and get that Earth Res reduction here. Okay. Last but not least, we do have the Javier as well. Now, Javier, I don't think has been getting as much love as some of the other ones, because according to the list that we have here from the community, from Bachelor, this particular unit, while it is great to get, a copy, he's definitely on the lower end of the priority list here. He's going to be at the very, very end. Again, another damage dealing unit that's going to be able to provide some good damage and provide that stunts here. If you're looking for some additional DPS in the win category, yes, he is an option for you. But me personally, if you are a free-to-play player or a casual spender, this is not going to be super high on your category unless you really don't have any other options for win DPS and you're looking to get something like this to add to your arsenal. Once again, this seems like, if you're free-to-play or whatnot, you can't get the things you want to get, but this collab is a little bit different. It's such that they do give you the option to summon them on the pickup summon, and then after you run out of the pickup summons, you can actually use your ether that you saved up here. So this is kind of nice for my free-to-play players and the casual players that is saving their resources for quite a bit here. But if not, then hey, get a copy of him just to hold on to him, and then down the road when he goes in the selection tickets or whatnot, you can go ahead and get a couple more copies of him, and yeah, be able to level him up. So yeah, man, that's gonna be it for the video. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Again, I can't take credit for this. This is part of the community. This is part of the Discord. This is some of the people out there like Bachelor, like others out there that have been helping out, providing insight for you guys that you guys can check out right now just by going to the social Discord. So just want to let y'all know, for the people that are big fans of this collaboration, big fans of the game, definitely take a look at this priority list and utilize it to your advantage. You got 3 days left. Once again, top of the list, Possessed Tenor. Next up, we got the Alicia. Next one up after that is going to be the Heart of Winter. Of course, after that, we want to get a copy of each specific pet. We got the Mana Blast, we got Lloyd, and of course, we got Javier to follow. Okay, if you follow that, you're going to be doing really good. And keep in mind that that Possessed Tenor is the universal skill that you're going to be utilizing, similar to Goddess of War, to Goddess Blessing. That's going to be one of those key components that every single team that you use can get value from. So make sure that you go ahead and invest in it, get that A3, but if you can, get that A8 as well. Okay, that's going to be it, fam. Thanks again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys all in the next one. Take care.